was busy. And then, our fellow Aquarian dropped his album last night. So I was
Okay.
up late listening because it's a fucking double disc. So
First
it's like
listen,
2
let's
hours.
give it a rating. First listen, we would like to say it.
I have to preface this. I've only given it one front to back play.
Yeah,
So I haven't been able to like really dissect it the way people have been doing so. If I'm
but off
giving
of
it,
first listen, this is important. First listens are
I
actually
give
very
this
important.
a 3.7, almost a 4.
Okay.
Without going too deep, I don't know if you saw the back cover of the album, but the back cover of the
Mm-mm.
album is essentially a photo from his childhood home. And he has like all these pictures of like, what we used to do back in the day, like collect
Mhm,
rap and
mhm.
music posters and put it up on your wall, which is like,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
forgot.
I was big on that.
Those days are gone now,
I
which is sad.
know. I wanna get back
So,
to that.
listen, we are the generation that's kinda going back to the sort of, like, analog sorta thing of,
Yeah.
like, going back to physical
We know why
media.
it's important. Yeah, we
Right,
understand why
and
it's
then
important.
the streaming, we've talked about streaming so much on
Yeah,
this platform, and yeah.
yeah.
Um, but on the back cover is it's his childhood home. You see
Mhm,
all these posters on his childhood room, and you see Common, you see 50 Cent, I think you
mhm.
see Wu-Tang, you see LL Cool J, I think. And so
Yeah,
the album to me embodies that of like really, really good production, but then you could also hear like all the samples that he's using from like
okay,
Mobb Deep or like Outkast, or
okay.
there's other stuff on there that I don't want to spoil for anybody who
Yeah, okay.
hasn't listened as of yet, but I found it, like, really enjoyable
I
because
will
it's
give
like,
it a listen. I will
yeah,
give it a listen. J. Cole used to
especially
be one of my favorite rappers, but he did lose me at one point, I'm not gonna lie. He did
where did he
absolutely.
lose you?
I think it was the KOD album. Lost
Yeah.
me, he
That
lost
was
me.
that was an interesting choice because he was
Uh,
obviously, like, trying to cater to, like, the SoundCloud sort of sound that was out at that time.
okay,
And then it's also like a concept album because it's
oh,
a lot about, the vices of human
okay.
beings, of like drugs,
Yeah,
sex, money, or whatever. It's not my favorite. There's some stuff on there that I do enjoy, but it's not funny. I do remember how much people were trying to clown him at that time for that
mhm.
album. Like, oh, this is the Dare drug prevention
Oh,
album.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And then not too long after, Mac Miller passed away from a drug overdose. So it's like,
Right on the money, right on the money. But he did win me back with Might Delete Later, so
I
he
fuck
did
with
win me
Mike
back.
Joey later. I fuck
Yeah,
with Mike
that's
Joey later.
actually very hot, very
Yes,
hot,
yes, yes,
very
yes,
hot.
yes, yes.
So,
So
yeah,
listen, shout out to my fellow Aquarian. If
yes.
this really is his final album and we never get
Okay,
any
don't pull a
more.
Jay-Z, child.
Listen, man, 19 years is a long time to
It
be,
is,
so
to be in the game, yeah,
yeah, kudos to
yeah.
him, kudos to him. But look, it's Where's the Remote? You get music, you get TV, you get films. Sometimes we showcase our lives, maybe more Régine than me. I don't really talk about life like that. But
You sure
you get a little
don't.
bit listen.
Sometimes you do, your stories be like, "Oh, wow, where are we going with this one?"
This is true. This is true. This is true. See, versatile, versatile. You
Yes,
get a little bit of everything on
yes.
here. But again, this is Where's the Remote? I'm your host, Steven, and I'm joined here by Regine, my lovely co-host. How are you doing? Oh, please forgive me. How rude of me. We're
Touch yourself?
talking about J. Cole,
Yes,
Aquarius season, fellow Aquarian. Speaking of Aquarius season and fellow Aquarians, yesterday was your day of birth,
yes.
your arrival.
February 5th is a national holiday.
Talk your shit, yo.
It's a
You know what?
national
I'm gonna
holiday.
mute myself up. Get your shit off.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, okay? February 5th is a national holiday. We all observe it, okay? So take off.
I
That's
was off.
self-care.
I ain't got no job, but I was off.
Observe it. Take some self-care. Pop your shit. Don't let nobody make you don't let them try to humble you, okay? Don't let them humble you. It's not necessary. Especially my fellow Aquarians. Not
Listen, man.
necessary. Pop your
This
shit.
is this is why we put Cole on a pedestal, because a lot of the things you're mentioning, there are Cole bars for exactly what you said. Like, yo,
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta show niggas that you really that person, you that one.
I
It's
am
you and
exactly who
everybody
I say I
else. It's
am.
you and everybody else. And then
Yes.
it's me and everybody else. So,
Me versus me for 100%, 100%.
it's definitely me versus everybody. I don't like y'all. But no, major shout out to you. If you haven't done so already, go to the Instagram page, drop all those likes on my little Happy birthday, shout out
No,
to
that was the
Régine.
so cutest. I woke up to that basically. So yeah, no, I
I
really,
mean,
really appreciate
I
that.
gotta show appreciation to my
I really
co-hosts. I know how
appreciate that. I
much
wish I could do the
time.
same for you because your birthday is coming up. It is coming up, but I cannot do the graphics. Sorry.
Hey,
You
man,
have to do your own.
the acknowledgement, the acknowledgement is all that is needed. Like, appreciate the time that you put in. This is hard work.
Yes,
For
it
people who
is.
don't know, it's hard work. Like, yes, we enjoy watching TV, but sometimes, I'll be like, "Damn, I gotta watch this right now.
I'm like, I always say
I'm
I have a lot
tired."
of TV to watch. I have a lot of TV.
Like, "Damn, I'm tired, grandpa."
Yeah, literally,
And
literally,
then all I hear
literally.
in my head is too damn bad. And I'm like, all right, well,
Get to it. Get to
to it. But if you haven't done so already, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social, do all the things that are needed to help the channel and the show grow. We've expanded a little bit. We got our solo stuff out there. Regine's covering reality TV. She's covering Love During Lockup, covered Wonder Man, and it just covered the season finale and basically season 2 of Fallout. And there's some more stuff coming down the pipeline as well. So make sure you turn on your post notifications so you can be reminded of when we drop
yes.
content because we dropping shit every day. We basically like your local dealer, yo. Like, you ain't gonna die and you ain't gonna generate any deliberating sort of diseases or ailments. But like every day we got your fix. Borderline every day we got your fix. So
But you will get
what
sick.
Ho said for first of all, I want to thank my connect. We are your connect. So like, we in a good mood.
Crack
It's our
dealers,
season.
actually. I'm just kidding.
Listen. But we are here to recap and react to some TV. We are unfortunately covering Hijack season 2. We are up to so we're gonna go through the recap of that episode and then give you guys our immediate reactions and then our final ratings for said episode. So let us jump into it. Episode 4, titled Switch. Sam addresses all passengers and reveals the train is rigged with explosive, demanding compliance while searching for Freddy's killer. The authorities begin moving to deliver Bailey Brown to Sam while former colleague May refuses to believe Sam killed Freddy, convinced she saw someone else near the driver's cabin. A sick asthmatic baby named Benji requires the train to switch to the U6 line to reach an abandoned station, and suspicion initially falls on a long haired, tattooed man with bloodied hands. The episode twist reveals that Jess, the medic who had been helping passengers, is actually the inside woman on the train and Freddy's real killer.
Mm.
While back in London, Marsha's suspicious neighbor turns out to be Daniel's protective agent who is killed by the actual assassins. What was your immediate reactions to this episode, my dear friend? Birthday girl, birthday woman, birthday queen.
Bored. I'm so freaking bored with this season. Oh my god. I was telling you earlier before we started recording, I actually started watching it last night and then I fell asleep. So I watched it again this morning. And while I'm watching it, I'm thinking I missed something as I was like dozing off last night. I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss anything at all. I think the biggest shocker was this Jess girl being the
Mhm.
killer, but it was like even the lead up to that was still so
Anticlimactic.
yeah, like, it was just, like, flatline. It was nothing like, not really a big buildup, I feel like, what we need, especially for a thriller like this in episode 4, especially if we've been on this train for 4 episodes going into 5, and this is all we got. I don't know how we're gonna make it through this season. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to share the same sentiments. I was definitely bored. I text you right before we needed to record, like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I need to catch up with the hijack. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
45 minutes, okay. And then yeah, it's just
Yeah.
yeah, like it's things are happening, but not really. And again, I think we shared these sentiments already. Trying to tell the same story from multiple angles isn't really hitting. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm being dragged with this whole staying in the train stuff
Mhm.
and nothing. And it weirdly, I think what the big disconnect, and I obviously do not remember season 1 in
Yeah.
the same capacity, but I feel like the big disconnect is the people on the train are not acting like it's a hostage situation. Like,
No.
they are so calm, and it's throwing me off, and it's like they're just basically gossiping, trying to figure things out of
And waiting to get off the
confusion.
train.
waiting, and that's
Yeah,
basically it. And I get it, but it's also like, okay, he says he has a bomb. You don't know if he has anything on him to detonate the bomb. You
yeah.
don't know if he has weapons on him. You don't know anything. You're not trying to find out anything. It's kind of like, well, we're here, so fuck
They're
it.
irritated, basically, they're just irritated because 'cause they're on this damn train.
Right, versus I feel like last season, the people like, constant thing was him trying to calm the other people around
Yeah,
because he has some form of, like, negotiation training, or he's a negotiator, I think, in some capacity,
yeah,
and, like, he's trying to calm all these other people down while also, like, trying to convince these people who've been put in as pawns of, like, "You don't need to do this." Versus here, obviously, he's the one who's supposed to, quote, unquote, "hijack the train," but it's
yeah,
like he's not really even with him trying to be like the hijacker,
yeah.
he's the most calm hijacker I've ever seen. Like, most of them
Well, you
if
could
you s
tell you don't wanna be here, huh?
yeah, like, most of them usually have some form of weapon or,
Yeah,
like, they're really aggressive. Like, he ain't doing nothing. He's like, "Go sit down. Shut the fuck up. Go sit down. Move. Go sit down."
yeah.
And even when you look at him, like, especially with May, who
Oh,
she
yeah.
she getting on
I'm
my
happy he
nerves
knows
now.
her. That's the only thing I can say.
Even with, like, May, like, she obviously feels like he didn't do it because she
Yeah,
knows the history about what happened on the plane, and so every time he looks at her, he has, like, these puppy dog eyes, and I'm
like,
like,
save me. Like, yes, I know you're asking to help me, and I'm saying no, but, like, yes, please help me. That's literally how he looks.
yeah, it's like, I really don't wanna do this, but I have to do this, but I
Yeah,
really don't want to, but I'm gonna
yeah,
do it anyway. It's like,
yeah,
ugh, ugh, ugh.
yeah,
I took a
yeah.
few notes, so hopefully we could go through
100%.
this pretty quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
Clara, the main person
The
at the control
dispatcher.
center, dispatcher.
Yeah,
If I was her, I would tell that Captain Winter,
get out
"Yo,
my
take the
face.
mic. Take why are you telling me what to tell him? Just take the mic. You're not
Yeah,
doing it. I'm not doing anything you can't do."
yeah,
Like, it's weird that sometimes Captain Winter is on the bottom talking to her, sometimes she's in the booth. I'm
yeah,
like, "Bro, like, come on. This is a hostage situation. If it's that
yeah,
serious, all the information should be privy to everybody. These are
yeah,
people you're probably never gonna see again in life."
yeah.
Like, yo, I don't need to talk to Sam. Me and Sam ain't buddy. I don't know this man. Can we not? If I was Clara, I'd be like, yo, yeah, y'all got this.
I'm
Like,
done.
matter of fact, I'm going home. I'm going home. I was even supposed to be here.
You
This
look
is not even my
you actually
shift.
supposed to been gone literally 2 hours ago.
It's not even my shift.
Yeah, she should have been gone a long time ago, actually. Yeah.
This is probably when I started to get really annoyed, and I mentioned this. Sam literally tells everybody there's a bomb on the train, and nobody reacts. Like, nobody reacts. I think the only person to react was the baby. Like, that was the only person to react. Everybody's kinda like,
Okay.
"Okay, well, I guess we on this train still."
That's
Duh.
basically yeah.
Also, another thing that pissed me off, I think Sam leaves the conductor's booth, and Otto stops him and is like, "Oh, you're gonna need a good story if you're gonna go
Yeah,
out there."
yeah.
And his story was just a warning. Like, there was no story. Like,
He
Otto
had no
literally
story
gets
at
on the
all, actually.
loudspeaker and just said, "Hey, if you don't comply with him, like, things could get worse." That's literally the story. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah, I don't know if they're trying to take the formula of last season and just trying to, like, instead of a plane, a train, but I think the biggest thing about last season was the fact that it was multiple people on the hijacking
mhm,
versus this is kinda like 1.5. I don't wanna even count the driver
Otto,
of the train, the conductor, like, he's not really even a part of it, he's just driving the train, literally, and then, like, the
right.
girl is like we still don't know her part in all of it, but, like, she's involved to a certain extent. I don't know, maybe they might wow me where it's as the story goes, there are more people that are involved in pulling, things throughout the season. I will be okay with that if that is a thing. But if that don't happen, whoa.
Yes, but I also feel like that stuff we said it. You gotta implement that stuff from the jump.
You
Like,
do.
we haven't seen the dude from who messed up
Oh,
the train track.
we
Haven't seen
still
him
haven't seen
since.
him since episode 1.
Haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's a big thing. If we would've especially by episode 4, if we would have seen whatever he's doing in the background by episode 3 at least, I would
mhm.
be satisfied, but the fact that, yeah, we haven't seen anything of that man.
He just changed the train tracks and then he just dipped.
He got on with his life.
Just dipped.
Yeah, and then it's like, I know obviously he's not the James Bailey Brown man, even though
Mhm,
they kinda look similar. But, I know that's not him, but again, it looks
mhm.
similar. So it's confusing me a little bit. It's like, "Dang, is it him? I don't know." But, If it was him, okay, you got me. But even, like, the exchange I don't know if you wanna talk about this, if you had it in your notes, but, like, even the exchange of
John Bailey Brown,
baby for
a baby.
him, and then when they were, like, picking him up out of, like, the safe house he was in,
Mhm.
and it seemed like the people that he was with worked for him in some senses, and then the other guy who works for the police department, I don't know what he does, I don't know what he does, the little man,
Mhm.
it seems like he is, like, on the outsides of everything. So it's at one point, it did seem like the little man was a part of the scheme, but it really seems like that little man is just he has really no
He
crack.
out the loop. Yeah, he's out the loop. Yeah.
Yeah, he has
It's
really no
just
crack at
yeah,
all.
it's not doing it. It's not
No,
doing
not
it.
right now, at least.
It's upsetting me and my homegirls, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
100%. This is 100%.
And then yes, Sam eventually leaves the booth. Then he starts harassing everybody and is like, "Yo, you're gonna start throwing their phones out."
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I would've been pissed. "I'm on this train. I have nothing to do. I'm bored."
Fuck that. You haven't done nothing threatening to anybody at this point that I've
So
witnessed with my 2 eyes.
so no need
You gonna have to blow this train up. You just gonna have to blow this train up.
to
I'm
my
sorry
phone.
for my phone. Who the fuck is you? I don't know you, sir. I ain't worried about you. You don't even look like you really wanna do this. Get out my face. Get out my face. May, she's really getting on my nerves.
I was about to say that. I know she's getting on
She's
your
really
nerves.
getting on my nerves.
I
Like,
know she's
now
getting
she
on
wants
your
to be a
nerves.
detective, doing all this extra shit, and you was wrong.
Yeah.
So all that detective work for nothing.
Yeah.
Then it didn't make sense that she essentially told that teenage girl to like, oh, look out because I'm gonna go check to see what's in that air vent.
Yeah.
Shorty said, fuck that. I ain't doing shit for you. Cause that man was right behind her when he turned
And
around.
like, I knew he was gonna be right behind her too as
Right.
well.
Yeah.
So it was
With
like,
bad
yeah.
writing.
Yeah, it's like, that was obvious. It'd been better if she would've grabbed it and then he would've seen it, he would've approached her. I would've been a little more
Right. That would
ashamed, but
cause, yeah, like, yeah. And then maybe there's a sort of like battle of like, oh,
chaos.
leave that girl
Yeah.
alone or whatever, like,
Yeah.
more enticing
Yeah.
in that sort of capacity. And then maybe the other woman with the hole in her jacket, maybe she kills somebody in that instance or like,
Mm.
something
And now the
crazy.
passengers know who she is, and they know she a part of the attack. I don't know, but give me something. Like,
Yeah, like,
they gave us
y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't
nothing.
doing it. Also, all this chaos keep going back and forth. Why Sam ain't locked no doors yet? Like, motherfuckers just walking around freely, causing all this ruckus, and you got shit to do, and you ain't lock a single door yet. I don't get it. I don't get it.
'Cause he's not the real hijacker. A real hijacker would have probably thought about that.
This is true. This is true. I mean, I don't care at this point. Don't flame me in the comments, but I don't give a fuck. Berlin looks mad depressing. I ain't gonna hold you.
Literally was like, German going to Germany was never, like, a part of the countries that I wanted to go to just off of everything because I know they don't have good food. But, it makes it even worse. The case is even worse. Don't wanna go.
Every movie that I've seen that's always placed in Germany, it's always cold, it's always snowing, the sun
Yeah.
is never out.
Yeah.
Duh.
Very gloomy, very
And
gloomy.
wouldn't be surprised if they're racist because that's what the whites do. Um,
A lot of them there.
we eventually move on, and you were absolutely correct with that couple was undercover and they were
Mhm.
actually the assassins. So you're spot on for that.
Mhm.
And then my only last note here is the baby handoff. Like,
Mhm.
mad awkward. Everybody in there is very calm and it's a
Mhm.
hostile situation. As a mom, like maybe, I kind of get it of like you don't want to do anything to entice this hijacker, you know very little about what's going on, but it's also like they having a very calm conversation. She even says it to him like
Yeah, like,
you
you
don't
look
even look like
tired.
the yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't even look like the type of person that'll do something like that. And
Yeah.
it's like, who got time to rationalize shit when you trying to save your baby? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think the only positive was the misdirect of the guy that we thought killed Frankie was
Oh, yeah.
actually Jess, which we
Yeah.
figured out at that point. But it was also kind of like it kind of gave it
Even
away
how they
because
even, dropped it was, like, still super, okay, he noticed that she had a hole in her jacket, which great observation there. She could always have that hole in her jacket, but, great
yeah,
observation 'cause that is random, and especially right there. But then, like, how I had to, like, rewind it because how they, like, panned it where it was, like, when he looked down to get the USB or whatever, and then you see, like, the little slit right there, like,
hmm
it wasn't like
obvious.
it wasn't. It wasn't obvious. It was just like, I don't what am I looking at? That's how I felt. Like, what am I actually looking at? Am I looking at a hole? Am I looking at like what am I looking at? I don't know, but okay. I guess that will
Also,
make it make sense.
it low-key don't make sense because it's like, it's on your coat, and clearly whatever latch yanked on you. First of all, from a physical standpoint, it doesn't make sense. Unless it was like a loop, like, you know how they'll have, like, sometimes they have loops on the jacket so that way you can hang it. So, yeah. But even that, like, wouldn't you think something is holding me? Like, so once
Unless
it yanks
unless
off and
they
then
run it back and show me, you lost
yeah, like,
me.
it don't make sense because 1, you would feel it, so that's
Yeah.
1. 2, you would also hear the fabric being shred once
Mm-mm.
you're trying to yank it. So the fact that you kinda left it and thinking like, I don't know.
And also how he was cute, it didn't seem like it was meant for her to be down there that low. Like when he was killed, he was literally I don't even remember, but he was trying to like hit the microphone thing, so he was already
Mhm.
up here. He wasn't down here. He was up here. And the way he died, he was literally in the same position that he was trying to get the walkie-talkie. So it's like that don't make any sense, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Entertainment. Entertainment, entertainment.
And it should have been kinda obvious to a certain extent because based off of everybody that has spoken thus far or had appeared on the show thus far, she's the
Yeah.
only American. Like, everybody else has been either
Mm.
British or German.
Didn't
So
even
that
notice
kinda yeah,
so
like,
many different
that
accents.
should have been kinda obvious. Not to say
Yeah.
there aren't Americans in Germany, but it was like she's the only one. So
Yeah.
it's kinda like, probably should have picked up on that, but who cares? Alright, final ratings, unless you have any other notes, I don't have
I
anything else to
literally don't
say.
have much other than no, I had nothing. I was that bored. I was literally that
Yeah,
bored. It
'cause
was not good.
yeah. Outside of the misdirect, everything else kinda did nothing for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have to give this another 2 out of 5. Like, it's not doing it for me. Like, it's
Yeah.
not
And I
riveting.
don't did you watch the first season? Did you binge it or did you watch it per episode? Do you
I think I
remember?
watched it as it aired.
Okay. So I binged it.
Okay.
Maybe this is like a binge like this season is more if we binged it, everything will make sense, but this week to week thing, nothing's
I
making
don't
sense.
know.
It's not making
I
sense.
don't even think from a binge standpoint it will make it better.
Yeah. I'm
Because there's
probably
nothing
help.
really that they, like, present that's like, "Okay, I need to
The
watch the
cliffhangers
next
are
episode."
not cliffhanging. They're not hanging. It's not like
Oh, nothing yeah, nothing's hanging. It's
nothing's
flat on the
hanging.
ground, flat on the
Yes,
ground.
yes, nothing's hanging at
Solid
all.
surface. Nothing's in jeopardy.
No,
You're on the foundation of
no.
trash, but you're on the foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're to give it the same 2 out of
Yeah, I would have
5.
to agree. I would have to
It's
agree.
very unfortunate because we're now at the halfway point. There's only 4 more episodes, and
Mm,
usually by the mid-season, like, you really start to pick things up and like, "Alright, now we're gonna prepare you for the home stretch."
yeah.
Haven't really got that kinda energy, and I don't know if they're going to land the plane in that way. So,
That's what took me out. Ah,
but yeah, I got nothing else.
me neither.
There we have it. That's our recap for Hijack Season 4. We'll see if it gets better. Probably not, but it is what it is. At this point, you guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, rate, review, follow us on socials. We appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we will catch y'all for the next reaction. Okay, bye.
Right.